Hello everyone. Today we are going to study a very important system, that is the human circulatory system. Now human circulatory system is divided into three parts, that is the blood vessels and the heart. The heart is further divided into many parts which we have studied in the previous classes, like it is divided into 4 chambers. Okay, so if we draw a diagram of heart, it is divided into 4 parts, that is you have auricles and you have the ventricles. The upper chambers are called as auricles and the lower chambers are called as ventricles. They are further divided into different walls are there in these chambers. These walls are called as cuspid walls. So in this heart the blood circulates, you can say the impure blood enters the right auricle, then it enters the right ventricle, then it goes to the lungs. From lungs it reaches the left auricle, and from left auricle it reaches the left ventricle. From left ventricle it goes to the whole body. So this is a short summary of how the circulation of the blood moves in the heart. We'll talk detail later on, but this is just the briefing. Now we talk about the blood vessels. Blood vessels are further divided into 3 parts, that is the arteries, the veins and the capillaries. Now what are arteries? Arteries are basically your distributing vessels. They distribute the blood in the whole body and they carry the oxygenated blood. Whereas the veins are the collecting vessels and they carry deoxygenated blood. Okay. The last is the capillary, which are very fine capillaries and which connects both the arteries and the veins and they form a arteriole. Okay, we'll all further talk later when we'll have a briefing. Okay. Then the first and the most important, what all circulate in this is the blood. Blood is the you can say a liquid which travels in all these blood vessels. Okay, it is divided into 2 parts. Now blood is also divided into 2 parts, that is the cells and the plasma. Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. Okay, and the cells are further divided into 3 parts. You have red blood cells, you have white blood cells and you have the platelets. Yes. Now plasma, what is plasma? Plasma is basically the liquid or the yellowish part of the blood which does not have cells. Whereas the cell part, it is having 3 parts, red blood, white blood cells and platelets. Now red blood cells are also called as erythrocytes. Yes, and they give red color to the blood. Okay, now they also are having a hemoglobin, which is you can say a respiratory pigment which carries oxygen, okay, and make a compound called oxyhemoglobin. Okay, so this blood is having the first cell called RBCs. Okay, this is having red blood cells or erythrocytes. Okay, so they carry oxygen because they are having a pigment called hemoglobin and they give red color to the blood. The second is your WBCs. WBCs are the white blood cells, or we call it as leukocytes. Okay, leukocytes. Now these leukocytes, what they have, they are called as your soldiers of body. Whenever the germs enters your body, these white blood cells, they kill these germs and they act as a soldier of the body and prevent your body from the diseases. Okay. The third cell is your platelets. Platelets are also called as thrombocytes. Now whenever you have you have a wound or you have an injury and blood is flowing from your that injury, so a thrombus is formed, a clot is formed because of the presence of these platelets. Okay, the wound is the blood stops flowing because of these platelets, because they form thrombus over it, and that's why these platelets are called as thrombocytes. I hope this is clear to you. Now this is all about the blood. Blood vessels, I've already told you, arteries, veins and capillaries. And the heart, I have told you this is your right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. The largest artery is your pulmonary artery, is your aorta. Okay, so aorta is the largest artery of the body which carries blood to the whole body. And the largest vein of the body is superior vena cava. Now the other two important things we'll talk later, like in detail, about the sinoatrial nodes, okay, the AV nodes, the rhythm, the heartbeat, the cardiac cycle. That is a detail of this chapter. Okay, thank you.